What's up, you guys, and welcome back to our channel. It's Friday, and I'm ready to jam. Pick up my girls. Hey, it's Friday. It's Friday. It is Friday, my good people. How y'all doing? And welcome back to another episode of Currently Building Generational Wealth Lifestyle. I am your host, the one, the only, the extraordinaire. Okay, Danielle Bailey, and welcome back, you guys. I know y'all are like, where you at, Danielle? Where you been? You haven't been here for a month. We haven't seen you. Y'all have heard podcasts, but you haven't seen me physically with a video. And I just want to say that I have been out because I have been sick. I was sick for about not a week. I was sick for a day, and then I ended up having to just take some time off. And like I just all I did. I took some time off, started taking care of myself. Because of course we preach about self-care to others, to our clients, and sometimes we can neglect ourselves, especially during this pandemic. It has been crazy, like it just crazy with the amount of people, and so it just slipped my mind to really and truly take some time off. And so, like, again, I try to tell my clients all the time, either you plan for time off or either your body is going to make you take off, because your body, you will start seeing physical symptoms. And that's exactly what I did. I started seeing physical symptoms that made me take off. And it was just random. And all of a sudden, like on a Friday, I had made up in my mind, I'm not working next week. And so I had to text all my clients, and like I had to apologize. And I hate canceling on clients. Like, I hate it. But it was just like, either you're going to do this or either you're going to stroke out, or either, you're just not going to be good for your clients. So I took off. And so I took off from YouTube, making YouTube videos and stuff like that too. So, but nonetheless, I am back and I am better. So, yes, I'm excited about today's topic, and I'm excited about where this channel is actually going to go to as well. I'm just excited about a whole bunch of stuff, and I want to share with you guys what I have learned too. So, first thing that I want to talk about right now is stop doing things outside of your purpose. Okay? Stop doing things that does not make sense, that does not benefit your purpose and what you're called to do. A lot of you guys watch me because you want to start a private practice or you're going into business. Stop doing things that are outside of the realm that is going to actually help you. And I will say I am that person who was doing everything, and then God was like, no, stop. You need to stop doing this. You need to stop doing that, because it does not fit in your purpose. And so I had to sit with that. Like, God recently told me that. God was just like, stop doing stuff that does not align with your purpose. And I was just like, oh, okay. And so then I was like, well, what is my purpose? Like, can I get a little bit clearer? Because y'all, I was running. Like, I was doing some of any and everything. And it was just like, because I think, because for me, that's what I think that a business owner should do. Like, we should be out here hustling. We should be out here grinding. We should be doing this and we should be doing that. And, I was just like, but I'm trying to make God the CEO of my business. And so God was just like, stop doing things outside of your purpose, because they're not benefiting you at all, period. So stop doing it. That's what's making you tired. That's what's making you overwhelmed. That's what making you think that you're not doing anything. That's what's causing you to have anxiety, because you're doing everything outside of your purpose and you're not doing things that are in your purpose. And so, I had to sit with that. I was just like, okay, Jesus. So, well then, what is my purpose? And these are conversations that I'm having with God as of yesterday. Like, can I get a clear understanding of what my purpose is? God was like, I need you to write it down. So I'm encouraging you guys, whatever your purpose is, and the reason why I'm saying you can say purpose or either you can say niche, okay? Whatever your niche is, whatever your business is, or whatever your purpose. I say purpose because that's just because I'm a Christian and I feel like this is my purpose. And so I had to sit down and figure out, like, can I get a clear understanding, and can I get a understanding of what my purpose is? And God was like, write it down and put it somewhere where you can see it. And every time you come up with the ideal, if it does not align with this, you should not be doing it. If it does not align with your purpose, you should not be doing it, Danielle, because that means that you're outside of the will of what I'm trying to keep you in. And so my purpose is to help African American females who are suffering from anxiety, depression, and high stressful jobs, slash helping people start their own private practice, helping therapists go into private practice. Those are the two things that I love. Those are the two things that I love to do. Hence the reason why you have a whole YouTube channel about teaching therapists how to open up their own private practice, share my journey with them. You know, I didn't, and then so that's my purpose. And I didn't get a clear understanding of what that was until actually yesterday, this morning. Like, that's when I wrote it down. That's when I have it, in my prayer closet. You know, I got the purpose now. Like, if it does not align with this, it's I shouldn't be doing it. Y'all, I was finna start trying to sell what I was gonna start trying to sell, water bottles, because I thought the water bottle was so cute. I was like, "Ooh, let me try to sell it." Like, I'm trying to sell stuff that is outside of the will of God, outside of the will of what I'm supposed to do. Okay, so that's what I'm telling with you guys. Sit down and spend time with God, and sit down and do things that you feel like. I want you to really and truly, because I know a lot of people are going to be like, Danielle, I don't even know what my purpose is. I don't even know what my niche is. That's when you need to start exploring. That's when you need to start writing. And that's when you need to start asking God what it is. Like, if you have watched any of my past videos, you will see me struggling and stumbling through stuff trying to figure this thing out. You will see that. And so my advice to you is start keeping them journals. Start being in more prayer, more intentionally, praying more, and asking God what your purpose is, asking Him to reveal it for you. Go to His Word and stuff like that, and really try to understand what it is. Okay? So stop doing stuff that are outside, that does not benefit, what your purpose is. So for me, I can't be selling these water bottles because it's like, that ain't even your purpose. It's why you want to sell water bottles. I just thought that they were cute, I saw them on Instagram, and I saw somebody was selling them. I was like, oh, I can sell them too. No, you can't. God was just like, I ain't call you to sell water bottles, sis. I call you to help African American female who suffer from anxiety, depression, and who have high stressful jobs. And I also called you to help other people, other therapists who wants to go into private practice. That's what I called you to do. And that's what you need to be busy doing. Okay? So let's see. I want to make sure. So yeah, that is that. Do not do anything outside of your purpose. Everything that you need to do needs to benefit your purpose. Any type of product that you create, if you want to create a planner, if you want to create a journal, make sure all of this aligns with your purpose. And if it doesn't, don't do it. Okay? I work with African American females and stuff like that. So why would I be going to take a Got Men's couples class? That doesn't benefit my audience. I mean, it could benefit my audience, but they would have to bring their partner in too. But that's outside of the realm of things for me to do. So I don't need to go and take a Got Men's training. Do I need to take training on trauma? Yes. Can I take a training on depression? Yes. Can I take a training on anxiety? Yes. Those are things that will actually help my my purpose. Can I create products? Okay, come on, let's talk about products. Can I create products that align with my purpose? Yes. Can I create a journal? Yes. African American females, I tell people to journal all the time. Okay, can I create a journal? Yes. So what else can I do? Can I create a planner? Yes, to help people stay organized. Because again, African American females who suffer from anxiety, depression, and high stressful jobs. Planner? Yes. Okay, like, do you see all of these things? although I am niching myself down to a couple of things, there's still within those things. Okay, let me draw it for you. Let me see if I can draw it for you right here real quick. So you got black women therapist. Okay? So y'all see that? You got black women therapists. Product can create that. Product created for this. You know, product. So like they products that fall up under each category, I still can do that and still be within my purpose. But now I am creating things that are going to help my overall purpose. A planner is going to help a person stay organized in a private practice. A journal is going to help a African American female write out their thoughts and stuff like that. So those things make sense for me to do. And that's what I'm telling you to do too. And also, I'm encouraging everybody to really and truly like give your business over to God and listen to what He wants. Listen to Him and what He says. Yesterday, I was sitting in my closet and I was praying. And honestly, y'all, don't be like Danielle is super saved because she ain't. I'm working on the relationship with God, okay? Like, we are working on it. We are getting better, you know? But, you know, sometimes will I fall by the wayside? Yes. Sometimes will I go astray? Yes. Okay? But God had a way to get me back. You going too far, sis. It's time for you to go ahead and come on back. And so, like, I was in my prayer closet yesterday, and I was just like, I don't know why I was doing this at all. I was thinking about my schedule. Like, yesterday was Thursday, so like I didn't have, for whatever reason, I didn't have any clients scheduled Thursday. So I'm just in my prayer closet, and so I was just like, okay, God, you know, clients have increased, you know. So like clients have increased, like I'm getting more clients, you know. I'm finna have to start turning people away, you know. I work 5 days a week, you know. Here's my schedule, and God was like, take Thursdays off, and I'm like, what? Clients is coming. Why are you telling me to take Thursdays off? Didn't know. Why? I just thought it was a fluke that I didn't have any clients yesterday. And so God was like, take Thursdays off. I'm like, God, I'm already off on Saturday. I work Saturdays. I said, I'm already off on Sundays and Mondays. Sundays and Mondays are my off days. And He was like, I know, I need you to take off Thursdays too. Clients is coming. Okay, like I need you to understand that. Clients is coming. I'm barely having enough keeping up with my clients, and now you're telling me to take off a whole day? Yeah, yeah. I want you to take off. But you ain't. Are you getting it? He was like, are you getting it? I need you to take off Thursdays and figure out how many clients you're gonna see a day that you can handle, you know, and you're gonna be good with that. And I don't know, y'all. I'm gonna take off Thursdays. Like, I'm not gonna lie to you. Like, I'm starting to take it off. I'm starting to put it on my books. I have 2 clients who have steady dates on Thursdays. And I just made one client a steady date on a Thursday. But I'm gonna move that person, and I'm gonna move the both of them. I'm gonna move them, and yeah, and I'm gonna take off on Thursdays. I don't know what that's gonna look like, and I don't know the purpose of me taking off on Thursdays. But I'm gonna do what He say. Um, but how you get busy and God tells you to take off time? How, when you finally start getting the clients that you've been praying for, that you've been asking God for? Yes, God, send these clients. Yes, God, send the overflow. Yes, God. Yes, God. God is like, and then they finally get here, and God is like, take Thursdays off. That don't make sense. why you want me to take off when the clients are finally here? But take Thursdays off. So I'm encouraging you guys to, if anything, get in your prayer closet and start praying. Start seeking God more. Whatever it is that He wants you to do, do it. It may not make sense, but then it may make sense. It wasn't until I was watching Marlene Frisqua. I think that's how you pronounce her last name. But on social media yesterday, she was doing a Facebook Live, and she was talking about somebody had asked her the question. It was, how are you so creative, or whatever, or when you're not creative, what's happening? And so she was like, how I'm so creative is because I rest and I commune with God. She was like, that's where my creativity flows. If I'm not resting, and if I'm not in relationship with God, she was like, I'm not creative. And I thought about that with myself. Like, when she said that, that hit me with like a ton of bricks, because I am the most creative when I'm in communion with God. When I'm not in communion with Him, when I'm not talking to Him, when I'm not praying, I am all over the place. I am like a chicken with my head cut off. I am trying this. I am trying that. That's not working. I'm trying this. I'm trying that. I'm trying this. I'm trying that. Ain't nothing working. But soon as I get in relationship with God, as soon as I start communing with Him and talking to Him, everything starts to make sense. Everything that He wants me to do start lining up. Okay? Like, it starts making sense. I'm not overwhelmed. I'm doing things. That's why He told me to write down what your purpose is, so that you can remember. These are the only two things that I need you to this is your purpose. This is your niche, sis. Black women, therapists, or therapists doesn't want to go into private practice. Black women who suffer from anxiety, depression, and high stressful jobs. Those are what I want you to focus on. You don't need to be doing anything else outside of this. So I need you to focus, and I need you to narrow in on this. Stop trying to sell water bottles. That ain't your calling. Let that other person on IG do it. That's not your calling, sis. Even though it look cute, but that ain't your calling. So that's what I'm doing, y'all. I'm following God's will, and so I'm excited, because He has already told me, and like, when I say that, me being in commune with Him, when I'm in communion with Him, when I'm talking to Him, when we are in relationships, like, really and truly, like, my creative juices flow. So, like, y'all, when I am in relationship with Him, like, my creative juices flow, like, no lie. And it almost, sometimes, like yesterday, I was like, I wrote in my journal, I was just like, Lord, I feel like I be pimping you, like, I get this great idea, and I just, like, I go and I leave and I don't come back. I get an idea, like, let me just be real, I get an idea, oh yeah, God, let me go do this, and I start doing it, trying to do it in my own strength, and I don't come back to get instructions. I get an idea, I don't come back and pray about it or nothing like that. I run with it. God gives me the idea, or He gives me, like, He like, boom, do this. He's like, maybe you do that. And I'm like, okay, boom, let me go. Like, immediately go and start trying to do it on my own. But I don't consult Him. And then when it don't work, or when I'm just like, bruh, I know God gave me this. I know God, I know He told me to go do this, but it ain't working. It ain't working. Well, sis, you ain't get all the instructions. You just got the idea. You ain't get no instructions on how to carry that out. But you trying to figure it out on your own. You ain't get no instructions. You just got that. Like, that's why I feel like I be pimping them out sometimes. I was like, bruh, I feel like I'm pimping you, Jesus, you know? You got the idea. You tried to do it on your own. You didn't come back and consult with him and ask him how he wanted you to execute it, or when he wanted you to execute it, so that it can be received. Because again, things are in timing, are in God's timing, not our time. So yeah, that's where I'm at right now. Know that God, know that me, know that God is up to something. New things are coming, and I'm excited about them. But again, I'm trying to do my best and not just get the idea, run, and try to put it into fruition, try to put it into action without really and truly giving God, allowing God to tell me the steps. And truthfully, I kind of jumped the gun. Like while I'm talking to you guys, like the words are also ministering to me because God gave me an idea yesterday, and I jumped the gun. As soon as He gave me the idea, I then went to Facebook trying to ask for suggestions on Facebook of all places, child. Girl, help me, Jesus. I done went to Facebook looking for people to do it with. I mean, to do it with me. You know, looking for issues and stuff. I mean, like I done went to social media for the issues to talk about instead of coming back to God again and like what it is that you want me to talk about. But I done went to social media. That sounds crazy as hell. Yeah. Okay. So look, I'm just saying, learn from my mistakes. God give you an idea, write it down. If He start giving you instructions, okay, write those down too. Like, cause with the idea for me, he started helping me see how it ties together. So like I'm just going about my day. Like the idea came last night, so then I'm up in prayer again this morning, and He really showing me, really showing me and really telling me this is how it's going to connect. This is how it's going to do this. This is how it's going to grow that. It can grow that. It can grow this. Like I mean, I'm just like, all right, Jesus, I got it. I got it. You ain't got it, yo. You didn't jump ahead, and you need to come back. Like just come on back. Just dial it back. I'll continue to give you the information that you need. So that's what I'm telling y'all. Stay in commune with God. If you're feeling overwhelmed, if you're feeling stressed, if you're feeling tired, like that's you're not operating in the will of God. Cause clearly God then told you, girl, take a day off in the middle of all of these clients. I'm supposed to take a day off, a whole day. So now I'm really working 4 days, really like three and like a half. In the midst of all these clients, I'm supposed to take off a Thursday. Okay, I don't know how that makes sense. So, but again, I'll be able to rest. Like that's what shows me God wants us to rest. When He wants us to work, He tells us to work. But when He wants us to rest, He makes sure we are resting. He didn't gave me a whole day off in the middle of the week, y'all. Like I'm excited about it. And and truth be told, if I can just tell the truth and if I can just be transparent, I was getting burned out on clients. So for him to be like, okay, take off Thursdays, but I'm just like, I need to, I gotta do it. Nah, you need to rest. You need to rest. And the clients, I'll have somebody for them. Somebody will help them. But I need you to do what I tell you to do. And so I know that that's kind of like a hard pill to swallow, but I am swallowing it. And I also want to say this: watch Stride by Michael Todd in Transformation Church. I was reading I was reading Tatum Tamil, Blessed and Bossed Up, How to Surrender Your God, How to Surrender your business and your ambition to God, to make God the CEO of your business, right? So I'm reading her book, right? Last night. I've been had this book. Since I bought this book back in, I think she might have wrote it in 2017 or 2018. I've been had the book, but I never really finished it. But so I was just like, okay, I'm gonna go ahead and finish reading Tatum. I'm gonna go ahead and really and truly read Tatum's book because I follow her. If you ever want to listen to her on Blessed and Bossed Up podcast, amazing, amazing woman of God. So I was like, let me read Tatum's book, okay, or whatever. And so I started reading it. I started reading it all over again because I didn't remember anything that I had read, and I don't even think that I was in a place that I am now to really read it and to really and truly receive it. So in the book she talked about how how she's trying to surrender her business over to God, and how she felt like she was treating God as a consultant. And so she talked in the book about an episode, about a sermon by Mike Todd called Stride at Transformation Church. Well, I've heard, because I follow Mike Todd, I've heard him talk about how the church word for the year was stride, and how he thought like the year before, 2018, their word was stride. 2017, their word was beyond. So like a lot of stuff had happened during 2017, and so 2018 he thought he was gonna go there, keep doing everything, like running, like now we really finna run, now we really finna explode. And God told him to stride, and he was like, stride, what does that even mean, Jesus? And so he explains about, how God wants them to stride, and how God never was in a place of haste. And how God was never in a place of haste, how God always walked. And like, when I listened to that sermon last night, because like I had read it in the book and I had heard him talk about it, like, and how like that church took off in 2018, like that church took off while God told them to stride. Their church just took off, and it was because they followed what God told him to do. Even though he wanted to run and be like, yeah, we got this momentum, let's keep this momentum, and God said, slow down. And when I tell you that the whole sermon was what I needed, I'm so glad she put it in the book. I had heard about this sermon, but I had never watched it, and so I watched it. And I'm glad I did. Y'all go watch it. It's a 4-part sermon series. I plan on watching it. Watching the next one probably tonight or whatever, and go from there. So y'all, I done made this video extra long than what I plan on. So if you came to the end of this, thank you so much for watching. Be prepared. Be on the lookout for more content, different content too. But know that it will be in my purpose. Again, my purpose is to help therapists start their own private practice, and it's also to help African American women who are suffering from anxiety, depression, and high stressful jobs. Those are my two purposes. Those are my niche. You will see content geared towards those people, those areas, those groups. Okay, so nonetheless, thank y'all so much for watching. I will see you guys next week. Thank you. Love you. Bye, y'all.